I am back, of course. Thank you. Thank you so much. I know that you guys, of course, miss Marquayla, the live speaker. In this, I had such a day. And of course, I talked to myself. Now, you're wondering, she got a little music in the background playing, right? Well, I decided to do something different. And what we're talking about today is lifting me up higher. And so you have to be a little jazzy with it because we're going to be talking about lifting me up higher. Okay, so you've been in a lifestyle to where for so long you wanted people to lift you up and they couldn't carry you the way you want. I lived my life waiting for people to notice me. And when they didn't, I would give out my gifts and hope that they finally noticed me. Until one day, I just left. And that's when they started noticing me. It was the hardest thing when I talk about lifting me up higher, because God was calling me when I was trying to be lifted by people. Because God was showing me that you didn't need to be lifted by these people. I needed you to allow me to lift you up. I had all these people just hugging me and making me feel like I was wanted. But I still felt lost. What I'm talking about is, in life, you'll meet people, poof, there it is. They leave you. Sometimes you're wondering in your life, why did they leave? And you're asking God, some of you are mad at him. Where did you go? Well, he's right there during the fight. He ain't never left you. The thing about God is that you have to understand who he is. Now you notice I turned off the music because my introduction of what I'm about to talk about is deep. Yes, I changed my viewing because something going on my side. When I try to charge my laptop, yeah, we got some problems, so we had to change it. So there's some pictures in the background, and yes, you'll see me standing right there. And yeah, my dad is in a cassock, and that's my dad there. Definitely, this is the desk that I do talk to you guys back. That's where you see the orange soda at. But I had to change it. And so you'll see my sister, you'll see different things in the background. But in this, I wanted to kind of give you guys an introduction of lifting me up higher. Now, it is hard because when you were in a circle of crowds and you became an alien, because that's what it is with me right now. I was always in crowds, just nothing but group of people. Like, I'm talking about groups. So I always were in a group and I was always there. But during the time that I was in these groups, I was hearing my name be called. And it was so crazy to where people were like, what's wrong with you? When I would go to sleep, I would keep hearing my name be called to do something. And so I didn't know what was going on. But I did know certain people that I was around really looked up to me. And some of them, I had to really remove myself. Because where I'm headed, it's not that I've forgotten about them. It's just that I'm headed somewhere huge and I have to prepare for it. And in order to prepare for something, you can't bring what you're familiar with up there. When you're following your own dreams, it's going to cause you to drop some people. When you're following your own path, it's going to definitely cause you to say goodbye to some things. I definitely going to give you guys a different book that I'm going to read to you guys today, because this devotional helped me today on lifting me up. Because for me, I was so used to even putting everybody. I'm like, not even just, my home. I put everybody over me, including my babies. And yeah, you gotta take care of your children. But what happened is that your children need your mask on too. Because if your mask ain't good and everybody else's mask is okay, you're gonna be halfway falling out. Foaming out the mouth because you done took care of all people and you not lifted up. It's okay to take care of people, and it's okay to help people. It's okay to do what you should do for them. But it's not okay when you aren't always last. I call myself the middle because I was always in the middle of things. And I always put myself in positions that I didn't need to be in. And so for me now, I am training myself to really isolate myself. If I know how I am, I cannot be around certain things. And it's not saying that I'm saying goodbye. It's just saying that I cannot be in the middle of that right now. Because where I'm headed, that stuff can't be with me. That can't. Because this is my stuff. Marquayla the light speaker is my stuff. This is something that I worked hard for. This is the stuff that I sweat blood and tears for. This is something that I really care about. And why do I care about Marquayla the light speaker? Well, if I can find the mic, because that is what I was going to get. The mic. It is somewhere. But it's okay if I don't have it, because it's somewhere. Sometimes the mic be hiding from me, I had the mic. I had it. See, look. I'm over here trying to... Because I was supposed to be over there. But I don't know. Well, in this, I ain't got the mic today, and that's okay. Oh, yes, I do. It head over here for a little bit, okay. In this. I was trying to find the mic. Well, in this though, Marquayla the light speaker, it means a lot to me. It really does. I was at work today, and all I could think about was Marquayla the light speaker. Why am I so serious about Marquayla the light speaker? I told my co-workers about my blog, you know what I'm saying? And I told them about what I was doing. And my co-worker was like, man, I want to make a page. And she was so excited that I would do something like this. And I told her, this is something that I always see myself doing. And so then she told me, did you make anything off of it? This is the second person that asked. And so I told them, no. They're like, oh. But in this is, I'm not worried about that, because God said that he will send. He will send. So if you can believe in yourself every day as you're determined to get on these things every single day, then that means as when you get into your business and you get farther, God will send you some income. He will send the right people. And see, the thing about God is it won't be the ones you know sending you something. It will be the ones that you don't know sending you something. I am not really necessarily doing this for just money. I am actually doing this because I literally love doing this. And another thing is I just made a legacy. 8 weeks of college, quick. Poof, there it is, to my business. Something that I know that it's not going to interfere with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? My daughter's going through things at the school, so I need to be close to the school. She is definitely going through some mind changes, and there's something going on in her mind. And so I have to calm myself down before I lose mine. My mind, you know what I'm saying? But in this, even when I was at work, they were asking me, how's your daughter? Because a lot of people know right now there's something really going on with my baby. And so I've been really working on her as much as I can as a mom. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be lifted, not just as a mom, but whatever position you're in. Sometimes being a manager could be hard. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like managers is like mommies, because the managers, they get called about 40, 50 times. You know what I'm saying? So even being a manager is hard. It's hard to manage in your life, and you're going to need another manager. You're going to need somebody to let you know and lift you up. And if you don't have nobody, that's where those books, you need to purchase one. You know, go to the bookstore, go to the Christian bookstore and get some devotionals and read a little bit every day. Or, like I said, YouTube channels. But that's what those devotionals are for. It's to help you with every day. And sometimes them devotionals be hitting right on the day you dealing with what you dealing with. That's why daily affirmations, things that will help you daily, because every day is a different dollar, I say. One day you're good, the next minute you're not. So what I'm saying is, lift me up higher. What is I'm talking about? Well, you got to be strong, and you have to ask God to lift you. Some people like, man, you talking about God so much. Well, let me tell you something. It wasn't, man, it had to be some type of spiritual voodoo, whatever coming on with me, because I know I wouldn't been up over here calling every day talking about Jesus this and Jesus that. And I know where the lifestyle I live and I was been through, there ain't no way that I'll be talking about God this, God that, la 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 la. No. I'm saying that because I had a lifestyle to where I never thought that I could get out. But because I wrote to him, and because I just kind of was like hoping this man was real, my believing in that, hopefully, in putting my faith into this person and hoping this person that I'd never seen really, really, true to his word. Well, poof, there it is. I'm in my apartment. And I wrote this, okay? Poof, there it is. I'm in college. And I wrote that. Poof, there it is. I drove. Poof, there it is. I got my permit. Poof, there it is. I've worked 2 jobs. Now I'm down to 1. But poof, there it is. Marquayla, the life speaker. Poof. So, okay, what I'm saying is, if God is doing all that, and I'm saying God, it ain't me. Because there ain't no way that all this stuff happened after my daddy died. And you would think that I would still be, and I'm still am holding. Because when you are living in a place that your parent died at, you just like up the complex, but you're still in that same place. That's powerful. If this is new, remodeled, God made sure the place is and new, remodeled. I'm up the street, but I'm walking back down, and there he died at. A lot of people don't realize that it is hard to live in apartments that your parent died in. But you stand because you ain't got, you eventually will make the income, but you had to kind of do what's fit in your schedule. Not everybody else, because how their schedule is not going to work for you. Especially when you got something going on with your child and you need to find people that know how to deal with your child while you gone. And so that was my thing. I felt like no one really knew how to handle my child like I can. So as a mother, it was still a little frustrating, but I had to leave some things. And it was not because I was angry. It was because something's going on with baby girl, and something going on with me too. And I need to make sure this home and everybody else up in here is good. So I'm going to have to tell the grown babies goodbye. You know, it was hard for me though, because I had to make a decision and I had to have God lift me up in this. And even though sometimes the grown babies will call me and tell me, you know, you are acting this way, but I say, no, I'm just being a parent. And in this is no offense, but when you are really actually honestly out here, you're out here. I mean, from lifting things, from trying to make sure you get by, you're out here. And it ain't no job can really cover the fact that you out here, and you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Every day when I work late at night, and sometimes I really gonna have to just get on bus. I know I have to be careful because there's guys that stops their cars. You know what I'm saying? And so in this, it's no joke when you won't bust the bus. A lot of people will try to justify themselves and say this and this, but no. You be on the bus trying to get to work every day, every weekend. Because you can only work every weekend, so try to do that every weekend. Then sometimes you get tired, so you just request a lift. But when you do that, money adding up, and it's funny. In this, when money is funny, you got to be careful. But you got to make your living. You got to do it. And that's when you need to pray to God that you'll make it through it. A lot of people look at me and they always say, man, you got the beautifulest smile, man. You are so perfect. Why did I do Marquayla the Life Speaker for? Well, Marquayla the Life Speaker, I ain't gonna tell you. I think God challenged me that because I had 12 notebooks out and I was just planning out my life on notebook, and I still am. I didn't know that I was about to get on no camera doing, every day waking up and I know I got all this stuff going on. I didn't know that. But then I knew that so many people loved my voice, and I knew that so many people wanted to watch me. And I knew that some people liked what I was saying. And that's when somebody suggested something. You need to make a blog. The blog site is actually open to anybody. But it's good that I have my own website because I can see my visitors. Not people telling me what to do or post. I can just see who visit. Because it's my website. Facebook's the same way, but it's different. When you are a storyteller, you are a storyteller. And I am a storyteller. And I know that some stories will be offensive. It will. But the story is, look, sometimes you got to power off because the stories that I tell is what I really wanted to tell. And I didn't want to put no sugar codes. I didn't want to put no sugar cream on it. I wanted to tell a story. And when you're telling stories, that's why you're outside the world, because the stories that you're telling are so epic to where you got to make sure, this is what you want to do. Because once you really get out there and get heard and people start talking about you and saying what you're doing, you got to be real. Is this what you want to do for yourself, is speak? Yes. Everybody, I'm like, you know what? I do want to speak. Because most people out there got the chance to speak. Why can't I? Now, I sound a little good when I'm on camera now, but I don't know about all that mic. Now, I had a dream now. I had a dream the other night that I was on the mic, and I was like, oh, Lord, now don't be doing it. Because I said I want to speak, so Jesus is trying to challenge me. He showed me in my dreams, and we're going to be talking about that on Wednesday, about afterlife. And I got my own theory of what I think about it on Wednesday. But I'm telling you, God showed me in my dreams that last night that I was up in the church house talking. And I said, Lord, what you doing? Because he's showing me what I said I want to do. And he showed me I was at my church and I was talking. And I said, Lord, now you know, I'm a little better on camera now. You get a little bit all glued in. But when you're in front of 1,450 people, I don't know about all that now. Good luck. Marquayla the light speaker. We on camera. I don't know about all that extra stuff, but you know, hey, God will challenge you a little extra. If he sees that you're all he's talking about, and you're talking about you want to be a speaker, oh, he's going to make sure you're being heard. And he's going to make sure you've been heard in ways where he'll transfer you out of your comfort zone. And so for me, when Marquayla the light speaker came about, I thought of my name because everyone said my name was so cool. And then I thought of my voice because it's so loud. And then I thought about my life and I was like, you know what? Life. Because I had a life. And sometimes I look at myself and be like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? My sister passed away and my parents' only forgotten daughter. And so after she passed, when she was a baby in her crib, you know what I'm saying? Because she was just very sick, I came. Then my little brother came. So I came after sister died. What am I? And I'm the only sister. I'm in the middle. I wasn't supposed to be, but unfortunately she's not here, so I'm in the middle. I am a miracle baby. I'm a miracle baby. Make miracles happen. And see, that's why, that is the reason why I had got Miracle. I named this person Miracle. My teddy bear here, yes, fashionable and all, because I know every time I go and work, everybody be like, that girl could dress. But in this, yes, you know, Miracle was somebody I really cared about. Because Miracle was me. So when my birthdays was coming and I didn't see nobody, I'm like, man, I'm a miracle baby and nobody, my birthday ain't special and I'm a miracle baby. But in this, I still got a lot of gifts. I did. And you just got to appreciate the ones who notice you versus the one that doesn't. So lift yourself higher, meaning God still loves you. When everybody else turns their back on you, God's there with you. Even if you feel like he's not, he's there. And sometimes you got to tell people that really be blowing you up that, you know, I'm trying to take care of myself right now. I mean, I really think you can handle it on your own because I've helped. That's the difference. That is a difference. You can only do so much for people. But when you're struggling in your own self and you're trying to make sure that your self is good and you're trying to make sure your stuff is good now, that's new. Because me saying something that about me, I ain't never said nothing like that. Because I always make sure I take care of everybody. So I'm asking God to lift me up in Marquayla the light speaker. Because he probably challenged me to talk about Marquayla and not nobody else. It's deep when you put you first. I never put myself first. Never. But when I know that I'm a miracle baby, and even though everything that happened to me, it doesn't define the miracles that came out of it. It doesn't define who I am. Me having babies out of wedlock does not define who I am. Me being in the hood does not define who I am. Me working, you know, whatever I'm doing does not define who I am. At the end of the day, I am who I am and I'm blessed for everything because it's a miracle to be working. You know, miracle to be working here. And who cares if I'm not making no income? It's a miracle that I took every day out of my day to do something I actually like to do. Talk. And even though people say it's not going to always be fun, it really is not because Me waking up early in the morning, dropping off a kid, or the kid getting suspended and have to stay here with her and try to do this every day. It's hard. At the end of the day, I still survived. And that's what matters the most, is that I know that I survived. And how? Because I'm asking God to lift me up higher. See, God showed me in my dreams the other night is that I kept walking up them stairs all alone. Then randomly, some guy came over and lifted me up. And he walked the rest of the way. Because he kept on seeing me walk alone. And it was time for me to be lifted. So in this, what am I talking about? It's time for you to be lifted. Don't you think that you deserve to be lifted too? Don't you think that you deserve better things in life, finer things in life too? Why you running over there being captain, save everybody? You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't you be captain and save yourself too? They said when you go what? When you get in that airplane, you put on your mask first and then everybody else's. I used to be out of breath because I would not put mine on. I put everybody else on. The kids first, everybody. And then their mama died. That's how my dad was. Everybody was good except for him. It's okay to take care of people. It's okay. But it's not okay that you're the only one taking care of them. It's not okay that when you helping, they making you feel bad. It's not okay that your works are forgotten. And it's not okay when you are by yourself already and they just leave you. For me, for example, I thought about my life and I said, well, you're a working woman. If you look at your team, how many of them are working? Not too many of them. So, of course, you're going to be the working one. You're going to round the wrong team. If nobody is not, say, okay, it takes a team. It takes a team. So if you're the only one out here working hard out here in them streets, and everybody can't even lift a toe, get some Kool-Aid and nothing going on, and you doing all that by yourself, you around the wrong team. Because teamwork makes the dream work. Not one person should be able to be blamed for every little thing. I am so glad I is not in a mental hospital. I could have been, but I'm not. That's a miracle. A miracle is when you see someone die in your eyes and you still smiling. A miracle is you still in your place when you don't even know how to make the next day. A miracle is somebody who's still running around here and making sure she makes it each day. Some things she had to leave because she had no choices. She had to make one when it came to her daughter. See, when you have kids, it's different. You can't do what you used to do. When you're living on your own, really on your own, you can't do what you used to do. Because then it will hurt you. I just know I love to help people. But I know for me, I ask God to lift me up. Because the people I helped. And they've forgotten that. And then the pride of not being able to put it down just killed it. You know what I'm saying? You can't put your pride down. Can you turn it down a little bit? You know, turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. No, they won't turn it off. Now, because they don't want to turn the pride down because they know all things, poof, there it is. I remove myself. Because I need support too. Because I need you to love me too. Because whatever I put inside you, you should be able to put that inside of me. I put a heart in you. Why can't you put a heart in me? See, let's help each other care. Marquayla the light speaker, where we help cure those hearts, where we help cure those hearts, not kill them, cure them. But sometimes I'm right, people will kill your heart. Why are you trying to help theirs? It's not fair, but they do it. So for me and Marquayla the light speaker, I want to just tell people, the person that they see, I don't want them praising me. I know a lot of people has been like, where you at? And, whoop, 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 you fake or whatever. But no, I'm not nothing. I'm just going through my own personal issues. And I've been going through it for a while to where I'm okay with being alone because I can't go to certain people anymore. So I have to figure it out, but I have to ask God to help me and send me the right people now. Because now I'm left in a rut, in a circle, and God's going to pull me out of that eventually. So when I say lift me up higher, I ain't going to be lifting myself alone because I've been doing it. And I've been okay. But it's nothing like having God on your side, because he will send people and he will send help on the way. So for me, when I hear different stories, I heard my coworker tell me that she's going through things with her finance and she doesn't know what to do. She's been so stressed out and everything. Then I had a lot of coworkers asking me about my daughter. You know what I'm saying? How is she? But in this, I noticed one thing we all have in common: issues. But even during that tough time issues, there is a God. There is a God. And I think that's why God's been with me, because I am a miracle baby, but also I'm a true believer. Like, I just naturally believe everything. And even though sometimes that can be dangerous, because I believe in the lies that people told me, including the ones I looked up to the most. When you being lied to and you know it, or when people moving shady and you know it, and then they playing with your mind and you know it, you have to go out your way to get confirmation when they could have told you. But no, they wanted to play the hard game. So what you do? You play the game with them. Confirmation. And you knew that you were right. That something was wrong. And what was wrong was they left you behind. At the end of the day, being left behind sucks. But there's reasons. I wouldn't be Marquayla the life speaker if I wasn't left behind. I wouldn't be Marquayla the life speaker if the guy right there in that cassock, you know what I'm saying? Or this guy right here, my dad, on me on this necklace, did not die. I would not have been Marquayla the life speaker if I didn't fight for my rights and not listen to all these words, because not all of them is always correct. So you have to ask God, because he knows everything more than all these voices do. And then he'll direct you to the path and he'll tell you what's correct and what's not. So that's why I'm saying that you need to read and you need to write. You need to educate yourself. That's the problem. Sometimes, no offense, but when you're hanging out with a lot of uneducated people, they don't know. And that's what I learned from Rita, my mentor. She told me, you have to be around educated people to know these things. Get you some education. Go to counseling. Go learn for yourself. And then you'll see. And then I started seeing some stuff where I'm like, uh-oh. Get some education. Learn it. Because the more you learn, the more you grow. But also, success starts with you. I learned that from Professor W. He told me, baby, no, not the key to success is college. No. The key to success is you. And most of you are in this classroom because you don't want to go back. So for 8 weeks, no, I didn't want to go back. And I catch the bus. And I went up there. You know what I'm saying? And I passed that course class. And then poof, there it is, a whole business. I went quick, not long. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. But in this, God will supply that. If God wants something for you, He gonna make sure you have it. And see, you got to be patient and stop rushing on people's time because they told you something, because they ain't got no penny in the pot. They just talking. Now, some of them really do got penny in pot. But in this, though, you just got to do what's best for you, not what's best for others. You just got to really follow your dreams and do what's best for you. Did you not know it's been since the 11th since I post anything on Facebook? I've been on a Facebook vacation. I left because the blog meant something to me. Blog my life away. Because I really wanted to tell stories. And I thought about it. If I would have said on that Facebook, I probably wouldn't be as far as I am today. I would go live every now and then, but it still wouldn't change it. Yes, I had about 100 views. But this would be more better for me. And sometimes you gotta start from scratch. And you gotta believe in it. You gotta start from your own small little stuff. And then believing that God will send the rest. And that's what I did. So when people been looking for me, I ain't been talking to them. And they've been upset at me. But are they really helping me, or are they helping themselves? Most of the time I think about it, they just help themselves. And it's okay to help yourselves, but it's not okay to hurt me. I don't deserve that. I don't. We're good peoples. But don't hurt me because it's all about you. Because I will never do you like that. And that's why I am now doing it by myself. And yeah, a lot of people ask me different questions. But God will send that. He will send everything that I need. Because if He didn't, I would not be on here. He gonna make it happen. All you gotta do is ask God too. So in that, Marquayla the Life Speaker. I wanted to give you guys a share view of what I read in this book. Because in this, it was a really great book. It was a really good one. And we are in March the 17th. And it says, think as you think. This is not the time to flip the channels of your mind. Searching for new pleasures, surrender to me, dear one. Permit me to bless your thought life and elevate your conscience to my standards. I want you to think as I think. I'll keep telling you this again and again. People will always disappoint you because people aren't me. Now is the time to focus on your divine purpose in me and to experience what true pleasure is. Thank you, Jesus, for loving me. Thank you for helping me to think as you think. This is not the time to flip the channels of my mind and search for new pleasures. This is the time to surrender to you. Today I'm allowing you to bless my thought life and elevate my conscience to your standards. People always disappoint me because people aren't you. Now is the time to focus on my divine purpose and to experience what true pleasure is. I thank you, Jesus, that you've awakened my mind, shown me the path of the fulfilled life. You will show me the way of life. Grant me the joy of your presence and the pleasures of living with you forever. Psalm 16:11. So remember that God will just grant us our wishes. You know what I'm saying? You put your teeth on the tooth fairy come get your teeth, and he give you $1. Santa Claus will give you the presents. Okay? Jesus will do the same thing. He will do the same thing. You just gotta believe. And if you don't believe in Jesus, you gotta believe in something. At the end of the day, I believe in Jesus because when my sister died, I never got a chance to meet her. And then I was the only girl in the family. And I always wanted a sister. I played with my dolls alone. That's why my dad spoiled me so much. Because he didn't want me to probably notice that I was by myself. And my little brother had long hair. And because he had long hair, I would put ponytails in his hair. And I would play with his hair. But in this, my little brother allowed me to do it because he knew it was just me. And then I had a neighbor, and his name was Craig. I'll never forget him. And Craig, he played dolls with me too. So I always hang around with men. And they always play with dolls with me because it was just me. In this though, even though it's just me, it's not just me now. I have 2 kids, but it is just me, the only adult. In the middle. You got to hold 2 kids in the middle. I'm always the middle person. Look. But in this, you got to be strong. And know that God said he would never leave you nor forsake you. So he'll send help on the way. You got to stop beating up on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Ask God to lift you up. And then he will come. Stop allowing other people and telling everybody your business. I had that problem. Not everybody can help you. You telling everybody your business and everybody just having a whole communion service about your business. They ain't helping you. They making it worse. If you want something better, you got to go find it. Go to counseling. Go to something that you know that someone's going to keep it confidential and they're going to help you, not hurt you. Miss Clay once told me, go to what's helping you. Don't go to something that's going to make it worse. You trying to move on, not stay in there. Most people, no offense, they try to help you. But if they got all this stuff going on with themselves, they can't help you. And another thing is, not everything that everybody says is right. They're not always right. So you need to find the right assistance that's going to lift you. Lift you up, not break you. And if it's breaking you and it's hurting your heart, it's time to leave that part because it's not a part of you. You're trying to move on. You're trying to get better. You're trying to get away from depression. You're trying to get away from feeling like you don't belong. You're trying to get away from those things. If you're trying to get away from feeling like you don't belong and you're trying to get away from feeling like, depression or suicidal thoughts, if you're trying to get away from all these things, you can't be in that same crowd. Especially those negative voices. If you feel 1 sense of you not feeling correct, then you need to leave because you need to get better. How are you going to ever get to where you need to go in your life if you're sitting in the same circle? Especially if the circle don't want you there and they made it known. Then it's time to go and find people who want you right there. Orphans. A lot of people will love to have you. That man don't want you, another man will. That woman don't want you, another woman will. That family don't want you, another family will. Whoever don't want you, somebody else will. Bottom line to it is that people come and go. But what matters the most is that you remain solid in your life. Because at the end of the day, you can't control nobody's mind. You can't. But what you can do is plant good seeds. What I'm doing in Marquayla, the life speaker, is planting good seeds. That's it. I'm not bashing nobody down. I'm just saying I lived a life. And a lot of people looked at me and got jealous. A lot of people looked at me and thought I was perfect. But when I started going ham and telling them about my life, sometimes I had to be careful. Because you can tell people about your life and they'll put your life right in your face. And they'll judge you. And they'll stick their nose up at you. A lot of people got a problem with sticking their nose and forgot they sin too. Everybody don't understand that God's not like that. And that's why a lot of people had a misunderstanding with God that, yes, you're a sinner. He said the whole world is a sinner and he just came to save our souls. He brought nothing but his love. So you got to learn about God yourself and know that even if it's not working for you, find out what's working for you. But at the end of the day, you need to change. And you can only be the one to be willing to. You can't keep on attacking and beating up everybody else for it. Because it's not always everybody else's fault. And a lot of people have a problem with their pride of just saying, you know what, I'm wrong. It will take you a minute, but when you finally say, I did it, when you finally said, you know what, the way I walked out, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. But if you ain't gonna go back and apologize for your part and just move on like you just good, you're gonna be held accountable for that. Because you just left your bomb on somebody innocent. And they didn't deserve that, man. People don't realize I'm a very kind-hearted person. But I had a lot of bombs left on me. And they didn't realize that I couldn't move on because I'm not that type of person. Just you dropping your bombs and you expecting me to find some type of time to get it off before I get blown up. No, So it took me about 12 writings. It took me Marquayla, the life speaker. It took me all these things to finally move on. 3 counselors? I'm telling you, it was no joke. And it's still not. I'm not going to tell nobody, yeah, move on. No, that's not. Ooh, it is not. If I had 12 writings and I'm all 200 something posts on the blog and I'm on here talking all day long, it takes a while, man. It's not about you moving on. It's about, did you live your life while you try to move on? While you moving on, baby, did you live your life? Did you do what you're supposed to do? Or did you stay stuck in that hole where people put you at? I know they hurt you. But it's time to let it go so that you can go forward towards your goals. Because either way it goes, they gonna live their life. Why can't you? You sitting there worried about them and they eating biscuits and cornbread and stuff. And ain't even worried about you. So why are you tossing and turning? Go take a nice bath. I started taking baths and I feel good now. Take a nice bath and start treating yourself better. Then eventually, you are orphan now. Somebody else will find you. I am a 23-year-old orphan. And people think they say you being petty. No, I ain't being petty. I'm an orphan. Because if I'm out here in them streets this long and people trying to justify themselves, I'm an orphan. And I can't do it because I deserve so much more. You got to love people always. But the hate you give, you got to watch that. The hate you give. I don't hate nobody. But one thing is for sure, I can't have you continue to think it's okay to watch me fall and justify it. and deny it, and you know you're wrong. I can't have you do that, man. Because I am a sweet pea pie. And I am nice. And I am very kind. I told a guy I didn't like it. But God gave me this. I'm going to always be kind, but you ain't finna be just coming around here walking away over me like I'm a walking stepping stool. If you want me, then take care of me, man. Don't just be walking all over me like I'm some walking, hopping, and doing. No, I can find somebody else. Poof, there it is. So, just continue to stay prayed up and know that God will always be there for you. And when he said he will never leave you nor forsake you, he meant that. Because he meant it when he told me that. He didn't leave me. I didn't leave him. I did not leave him. And he didn't leave me. Yeah, there's times I was crazy, man. But I knew what God told me. I didn't forget that. When you got knowledge, your knowledge is going to hold you accountable for it too. So when you're on the ground cussing out God, your knowledge is going to be like, but you said that he ain't going to never leave you nor forsake you. So you got to, man, you got to get to study yourself. Study you, and you will really love, and you'll love the doors that you walk on. You will love the doors you walk on. Not wanting everybody to love the doors and walk on your doors and love you. No. Love your doors. Love you. Take care of you. Be okay with being by yourself. Then the right one, right people, they'll start coming. Because they seeing, man, hey, this person cool. Why they left them on the ground like that? Let me pick this beautiful person up, this goofy person up. Because every time you think you're alone, there's always somebody there. Especially when God on your side, don't ever give up hope. Keep hoping. Because that's all you can do in this world. And if you really out there in the streets, I already know how it is. So I ain't going to be coming around here sugar boo-boo. Nah. Because a lot of people be like, you acting all bougie. No, I'm not acting nothing. I just want to live a better life. And in order to do that, I got to get away and put away my old self. And God still loves me. He loved everybody else. Because I know everybody in the church house is not working on cornbread and waters. They do act like it, but they not. Everybody sin. Ain't nobody perfect. So, stop being mad at everybody else and take care of yourself. Oh, Heavenly Father, right now in the name of Jesus, I just pray over what I was talking about and just continue to be with us and just keep on lifting us up, Lord, because you did say you put a little heavens in our hearts so that we will never settle for less. So just continue to just guide us the right direction. I thank you for just allowing me to get on here every single day and speak life to those hearts. Because when my daughters get older, I just left a legacy. So if something ever happened to me, Lord, they can go back and watch Mama YouTube channels. And I just thank you, Lord. I thank you for everything. I thank you for just allowing me to do this business. And even though a lot of people are asking me, is you getting anything out of this? But God, I know that you will supply my needs on this, so I'm not worried about what I'm getting. But I know one thing, I have a rich heart, and I'm so happy that I was able to send these people some words. I'm happy that I was able to send them a blessing, you know what I'm saying? And if they wanted to send me something, I know that you will allow them to. If not, that's okay, because God, freely we give. I don't beg for nothing, because I know that you, oh my God, it's gorgeous, and you will send me that because you have over the years. I am blessed for this apartment I have. I'm blessed for this lights I have in here. I'm blessed for these kids. I'm blessed for all these things. I'm blessed that I'm here on this world. I'm just blessed. And I thank you, Lord. I thank you for just allowing me to be here and just talk to these young folks and let them know that even though you lived a life that you can still live and not die. I thank you for allowing me to be strong. I thank you for allowing me not to give up when I thought I couldn't make it. You made a way for me, Lord. I thank you, and I just continue to thank you so much that even when the shacks was down there and I was in the jail cells in my head, I ain't never been in no jail, but just saying, in the head, I was in the head, I was in jail, Lord. But I know right now in the name of Jesus that you took off them chains and you gonna make sure I make it, Lord, because you been there for me, Lord. You been there, Lord. Hallelujah. Oh, my bad. See, that's why I'm outside the world. But in this, hallelujah, praise God. See, I know how to pray. If I had a chance, I get all the water. I would ask God to do all the water, and then put some oil in that water. Get some big old blessing oil on that water and just drown up everybody with His blessings. So, thank you for watching Marquayla the Life Speakers, where we help cure those hearts. And I hope that you guys continue to keep on subscribing the channel. You know, if you know anybody that's going through something and you see a video that really might touch their hearts, go ahead and share it out. You know what I'm saying? It's not a private thing, so just share it. I don't care. Share the videos. Let people know that there's somebody out here that cares. I'm okay with you sharing my videos. I'm okay with you telling my videos. My daughter now, she's telling everybody, Mommy Marquayla the Life Speaker. So in this, it's okay to tell people about me. It's okay to share me out. I'm not scared. It's not a private business. Because if it was private, I wouldn't be recording it live on YouTube. So thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I'm starting to see some people have been coming in and watching, so continue to watch me. You know, get your popcorn, get your collard greens, and get all your stuff going, cornbread and stuff, collard, all that. You know what I'm saying? Because we need that in this life. We need to let people know that there's somebody out there that cares about them, and if they're going through something, listen to this young girl, Marquayla the Life Speaker, and she will speak life to those hearts. And you know, check her blog out. She got a beautiful post message, and sometimes there ain't no dots or commas on there, but it's something on there. You can read a little bit, and you can really see a little bit going on, but she got it. She got it. She got her life out there, and somebody can show you their life. Then I don't know what else. You know, I don't know what else. So just live your life. You never know. And by the way, follow your dreams. You never know what you hit. Have a very great day. And thank you for watching Marquayla the Life Speaker, where we help cure those hearts. Where we help cure those hearts. I keep on saying kill. Look. Where we help cure those hearts. Thank you and have a very great day.